Hello and welcome to another tutorial on WordPress. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about Contact Form 7. Once it has been installed and activated, you need to go to the settings option. Either you go to the plugins, installed plugins list, and from there go to the settings option, or else on the left side, you will see a menu in the left sidebar by the name of Contact. So when you hover the mouse over it, you will see Contact Forms, Add New and Integration. First, we will go to Contact Forms. Here, you will see the list of all the forms that have been created. This Contact Forms 1 is the form that comes pre-built by default with the plugin. Now, we are going to add a new form. So, from here you can click on Add New. Next, give it a title. So, suppose I want a contact form for the newsletter. Okay. Here you see there are 4 settings that are available. So the first one is for the form. That is where you create the form. These are the entries that you get by default, but we will remove all of these and start from scratch. What is the first thing that you need to have is for a newsletter form. So you want to accept the name of the user who wants to register for the newsletter. For that, we will see a text field which is required. What is the name of this text field? First name. What is the default value? First name. Use this text as the placeholder of the field. When you check on this value, first name, will be added in as the placeholder. Insert tag, enter. What is the next tag that we want is the email. So this also has to be a required entry. This is email. Default value is again email. Use this text as the placeholder of the field and insert tag. Next, suppose you want to ask a question. Do you want to subscribe for the monthly giveaways too? And here you can click on radio button. Now, let's give it a name. Giveaway. Yes or no. Okay. Put a label first, a checkbox last. That is, it is first going to show the label and then the checkbox. Wrap each item with label element. We'll check this as well and insert tag. Alright. Next. This is a radio button. Now let's suppose we want a checkbox. So for that we are going to say your interest areas. Checkboxes. This is not required. Name. Interests. Okay. AI, coding, multimedia, web development. Put a label first, wrap each item, insert tag. Alright, And the last thing that we want to add is a submit button. Label, register. Alright, so this has been done. We're going to save it. I will very quickly create a page. Copy the shortcode. So this is how it would look like. Publish. Here it is. These are the radio buttons and these are the checkboxes that we have. And these are the two text boxes that we used for accepting the first name and the email address. As you can see, there is no label around it, only the placeholder. This is the text that we added for the placeholder that is being shown here. To encompass this text box within a label, we will write label tag, label, the text for the label, and then the text box tag, and then close label tag. Let's go and save this and see the change. Here you can see there is a label before the text box, and here for the email there is no label. So it entirely depends on your preference how you want to have it in the form, whether you want to have a label before it or not. Next is the question that we had, and then is the label for the radio buttons. Then is the next question we had, and the labels for various checkboxes. Now, these were the required fields, so we need to add that as well. Now, since these are required fields, so we are going to insert a text that it is required next to the label. And here, in this case, for the placeholder text, we are going to add this as well. So we have added the required text in front of the label for the various elements that's required. Save. And here you can see that the required text has been added here next to the label, and here in the placeholder itself, here next to the question, and that's it. Now, next thing is that it has an error for the mail. We have to address that. Here, as you can see, there are 4 elements that are available in square brackets. What are these 4? Are the elements that you have added in your form. For example, you have the first name, that is the first name here. Next is the email, that is the that is the email here. Next is the giveaway, that is the giveaway element here, that is the radio buttons. And finally is the interest, so the interest section is here. Now we are supposed to use these 4 elements in our mail. Now this is the first email which will go to the administrator of the website. So here is the email to the administrator of the website, because when somebody registers on your website, so that form submission is supposed to be sent somewhere. Somebody makes a query or they register or any kind of data they submit has to be sent to the administrator or the concerned person. Here in this case, we are sending it to the email address of the administrator. From here in the from section, you will have the WordPress @ your domain address. This email ID is used to send emails. So WordPress @ your domain address, that will be the from address. You can add some text here. For example, let's say, from whom do you want to send? Maybe because this is a subscription newsletter, so I can say that it is from the registration support. Okay. Next is the subject, your subject. We do not have your subject, so we are going to say registration. Okay. Reply to is going to be email. That is this email that we have, which we have accepted from the user. So we are going to reply to that. Next, your name. No, we do not have your name. We have first name. From either you can copy it from here and paste it here, or you can just change this. First name, it should exactly be the same as it has been written here. Next is email. This is the default template that contact form has. We are going to add or modify it according to our form. So in our form, we have accepted first name, so we've written that. We've accepted email, not your mail, so we've changed your mail to email. Your subject, we do not have anything by the name of your subject that we have accepted, so it's registration. Next is the message body, your message. Rather than that, we can probably have the giveaway and interests. Hello, I am registering for the newsletter. And then we capture their option that they have selected for the giveaway and for the interests. save, and you will see that the error is gone. Now, this is the second email. This works as an autoresponder. This will be sent to the user who has registered. Here again, we will have to change it to whom do you want to send the autoresponder? To the person who has registered on your site. So their email from, again, you can specify registration support. Next is the subject, and the email will be either WordPress at your domain, or it can be contact at your domain or support at your domain. Any email ID that you want, but it has to be your business ID, that is at your domain address. Subject, registration successful. Your message, in place of your message, we are going to add you are registered for the newsletter. Your choice for the giveaway, that is whatever the choice was, we will mention that, and your choice of interests, that is interests, or has been registered. Thank you. So this is how you can customize this template. The more important part is the email to whom you are sending, from whom you are sending, the email IDs. And we will say save. So let us suppose this is the form that we have. Let's say first name, email. Do you want to subscribe for the giveaway? Yes. And the interest areas are this, and register. Alright. So it says thank you for your message. It has been sent. Now let us check if we have received it or not. Here, as the administrator, you have received it. The email ID of the person who has registered. Subject is registration. Hello, I am registering for the newsletter. Yes is for the giveaways, and these are the interests they have shown. Similarly, this person who has registered would also have received an email as an autoresponder. So this is how the form can be created. Now, the next thing is the messages. Like we saw, thank you for your message, it has been sent. When the form is successfully submitted, this is the message that the sender receives. If it is failed, this is what they receive. Now there are a lot of messages that the sender might receive depending on the various conditions, so you can check all of them and customize them accordingly. Now the next part is integrations. To keep the form spam free and secure, we are going to integrate it with reCAPTCHA. reCAPTCHA version 3 Click on Setup Integration. It asks for the site key and the secret key. Where do you get it from? Make sure that you are logged into your Gmail account using the correct email ID for your website. The correct Gmail ID, because this is going to link it with the Gmail. So we'll open this in a new tab. Click on Admin Console. Enter the website name in the label. The reCAPTCHA type, we'll go with V3, that is with a score. Next is the domains. Now add a domain, that is your domain address, the complete address. Owner, that is the Gmail through which you are already logged in. Accept. Send alerts to owners and submit. So in the domain section, you only have to write the name of the website without the protocol, that is HTTP or HTTPS. You do not have to include that, and without www. Submit. This is the site key. Copy. This is the secret key. reCAPTCHA is active on this site now. Now let's go and check. And here you can see that it is protected by reCAPTCHA. So you will see this on every page on your website. And the form will automatically, the contact form 7 will automatically be spam free using reCAPTCHA. If reCAPTCHA suspects any suspicious activity, it is going to ask the user to provide a proof of being a human and not a bot. So the reCAPTCHA has been integrated with the website. This is pretty much it about the contact form 7. So you can basically create a form and use the shortcode to place it anywhere on your website. So you would have different forms. One is for the newsletter, one could be for the contact us, one could be for any other kind of query that you want to accept on your website. So you can create various forms and use them. That is about this tutorial. If you liked this tutorial, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.